Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into life's biggest questions, uncover timeless truths, and share insights that just might change your perspective forever. Today, we're tackling a fascinating topic: 7 things Satan cannot do that will absolutely shock you. Now, I know the idea of discussing Satan might sound a little intense, but trust me, you're going to come away feeling empowered and encouraged. Why? Because understanding what he cannot do reminds us just how limited his power really is, and how much greater God is. And here's a little teaser for you. Make sure you stick around until the very end, because the final thing on this list, number 7, will completely flip the way you think about the world, and maybe even the way you think about yourself. Ready? Let's dive in. Point 1. Satan cannot create anything new. Let's kick things off with something that really surprised me when I first learned it. Satan cannot create, like at all. Sure, he can manipulate, distort, and twist the good things God has made, but when it comes to actually inventing or creating something entirely new, he doesn't have that power. This is such a powerful reminder that creation itself, beauty, life, art, love, all of that comes from God. Satan can only counterfeit what's already there. It's like a knockoff version of a masterpiece. It might look convincing at first, but it's never the real thing. So when you see things in the world that seem off or twisted, remember, they're not original creations. They're corruptions. That gives us even more reason to cherish what's good, true, and beautiful in life. Point 2. Satan cannot know your thoughts. Here's a big one that brings a lot of comfort. Satan cannot read your mind. I mean, think about how often we worry that our private thoughts might somehow make us more vulnerable. But guess what? Your inner thoughts are off limits to him. Now let's break this down a bit. Satan is observant. He's been watching human behavior for a long time, so he's pretty good at guessing what you might be thinking based on your actions, habits, or even what you say out loud. But he's not a mind reader. He doesn't have access to that deep, personal, and private part of you. That's between you and God alone. So the next time you feel like your negative thoughts or struggles are being used against you, just remember, Satan only knows what you choose to show. He's working off of assumptions, not actual knowledge. Point 3. Satan cannot force you to do anything. Contrary to what some movies or stories might suggest, Satan doesn't have the power to make you do anything. He's not out here controlling people like puppets. What he does is far more subtle, and honestly, more dangerous in some ways. Here's how it works. Satan tempts, he deceives, and he influences. But the ultimate choice to act is always in your hands. It's like he's the world's most manipulative salesman. He's great at making things look appealing or twisting the truth to get you to buy in, but you don't have to sign the contract. This is actually really empowering because it means we're not helpless victims. We have agency, free will, and the ability to say no. Every time we choose what's right, every time we resist temptation, we're exercising that God-given power. Point 4. Satan cannot be everywhere at once. Unlike God, who is omnipresent, everywhere, all the time, Satan is limited to one place at a time. He's not this all-seeing, all-knowing entity that can be in a million places at once. Instead, he relies on his network of fallen angels, or demons, to spread his influence. This is so important to remember when life feels overwhelming. Sometimes we give Satan more credit than he deserves, imagining he's personally orchestrating every bad thing that happens. But the truth is, he's limited. He's not everywhere, and he's definitely not all-powerful. So when you feel attacked or burdened, take heart. The one who is with you, God, is greater, stronger, and always present. Satan's limitations are just another reminder of God's unmatched power. Point 5. Satan cannot win against God. This one's my absolute favorite because it's a game changer. Satan cannot win against God. No matter how much chaos he causes or how many people he deceives, the outcome of the story is already written. And spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for him. Revelation 20:10 makes it crystal clear. Satan's defeat is inevitable. He knows it, and that's why he's working overtime to cause as much damage as he can in the meantime. But here's the thing. Knowing the end of the story means we don't have to live in fear. God's victory is assured, and as long as we're on His side, we share in that victory too. Point 6. Satan cannot separate you from God's love. Listen to me on this one. It's so important. Satan cannot separate you from God's love. Not your past, not your mistakes, not even your doubts or fears. Romans 8:38-39 says it so beautifully. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers will be able to separate us from the love of God. No matter what Satan tries to throw at you, guilt, shame, despair, God's love remains constant. It's unshakable. This truth has brought me so much peace over the years, and I hope it does the same for you. You are loved, period. End of story. Point 7. Satan cannot stand the truth. And finally, number 7, the one that gives me chills every time I think about it. Satan cannot stand the truth. That's why he's called the father of lies. Truth is his ultimate weakness. Every time you choose to speak the truth, live honestly, and stand for what's right, you're actively resisting him. The truth exposes his schemes, robs him of his power, and drives him away. It's like flipping on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, all his lies and tricks are revealed for what they are. This is why staying grounded in God's word is so important. The Bible is the ultimate source of truth, and when we arm ourselves with it, we become unstoppable. Satan doesn't stand a chance against the power of truth. So there you have it, 7 things Satan cannot do. Pretty eye-opening, right? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which one of these surprised you the most? Or maybe you've got your own insights to add. I'm all ears. And hey, if this video encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use a little reminder of just how powerful and loving God is. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive like this one. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth always wins. See you next time.